Waiting for Tom Foley. Thank you, sir, for finally joining us today. I appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and apologize for that. We just needed to get the Teams function going for the 0 people that are on Teams for us today. But I would like to call this voting meeting of the House Education Committee meeting to order. Remind everyone that it's being recorded and live streamed for members of the public. For those participating virtually, mute your microphones. For those attending in person, please silence all electronic devices. We'll take attendance, Tom, if you will be so kind.
Chairman Schweier.
Here.
Representative Abney. Representative Cerisi. Representative Curry. Representative Friel. Representative Isaacson. Representative Kazim.
Designation.
Representative Nelson.
Designation.
Representative Probst. Representative Prokopiak. Representative Razi.
Designation.
Representative Smith Waddell.
Designation.
Representative Takak.
Here.
Representative Young. Chairman Topper.
Here.
Representative Cooper. Representative Diorsi. Representative Gleim. Representative McKenzie.
Designation.
Representative Mercuri.
Designation.
Representative Ortitai. Representative Schlegel. Representative Shalaba.
Designation.
Representative Stats.
Designation.
Representative Watro.
Designation.
Quorum is present.
Thank you. Is there a motion to consider Senate Bill 1154? I'll make the motion, seconded by Chair Topper. Aaron, if you'll give a very brief explanation of the bill.
Yes, this is Senate Bill 1154 by Senator Almond. This bill establishes the Performance-Based Funding Council to develop a new performance-based funding system for Penn State, the University of Pittsburgh, and Temple University.
Thank you. Chair Topper?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So over the past several years, I think it has become clear that as we speak about investments in higher education, we've talked about accessibility, we've talked about affordability, and then we've also talked about accountability. This is a piece that actually marries all three. I believe that it is important that as we move forward with our longstanding relationship with our 3 R1 universities, our Research One universities, Penn State, University of Pittsburgh, and Temple, that we continue to work towards demonstrating the accountability for the tax dollars that are used to ensure that our students, particularly our middle-class students, have access to these institutions for their higher education if they so choose. This is a process that started actually about 5 years ago. And when the governor included it in part of his higher education vision that he offered during his budget address, I felt like the time was definitely right to start getting this to a point that we could put it into law. Now, I admit that today, SB 1154 is not necessarily ready at this moment. We all know the week that we're in and the negotiations that are ongoing with all aspects of the budget. But the concept itself is very simple. In the past, when it seems like we're throwing darts at the wall to come up with money and how much and what's the appropriate amount, this would match increases in funding to the state-relateds to actual data metrics. Points to demonstrate the return on investment for our students and for their families and also for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I would like to thank Senator Ament for taking the lead on this in the Senate. I would like to thank so many in this chamber, and I'd like to thank the chairman for participating not just in the talks and the negotiations, but the idea that even as we attempt to work out the details, we understand the need for this concept. So as we move forward, I think that, as you can see, if we can ensure that at some point that the council is in place and it is one that has input from all sides and that we can come up with the best set of metrics moving forward to demonstrate the return on investment for Pennsylvania and for our R1 universities, I think that will help this relationship continue into the future, and I appreciate this bill moving. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Let the record reflect that we're joined by Representative McKenzie. Thank you, ma'am. Are there any other questions or comments on Senate Bill 1154? Seeing none, all Democrats can be recorded in the yes.
As well as all the Republicans.
Thank you very much. This concludes this meeting. Thank you.